we're just going to do a traditional breathing mindfulness practice. And the reason being is because we've covered so much ground and we are going to finish on Friday. So a traditional practice that you can do once daily, spontaneously, morning and or evening, is a good one to do. And when we work with mindfulness of the breath, it is the most simplest and traditional practice, but there can be challenges. I like to talk about contraindictions, and obviously if you have complex trauma, PTSD, mindfulness sometimes isn't always the best thing to do, because sometimes the breath can be triggering, number one, and number two, when we've been doing compassionate self-touch, when we come to the soft places, they can be triggering too, because about how we feel about our physical body. So diaphragmatic belly breathing can be a challenge. So as with all caveats, and I've said many times before, take yourself out of the practice if there's a challenge. We do have our resourcing tools, grounding, name to tame, distract yourself with something attractive in the room, move away, do something nice, make yourself a cup of tea, cuddle a pet, whatever. Do whatever you need to do, but don't engage the practice if you're feeling challenged. There's nothing to be gained by pushing yourself. That's all I can really say, really. And I have put on our live page, our Facebook live page, for those people who follow this practice on our Facebook live group. I have put resourcing tools for triggers and triggering. So, okay. So this is mindfulness of belly breathing. So this could be a challenge because it focuses on the breath and it focuses on the soft part of the belly. We sometimes have challenges with these parts of the belly, particularly the belly. I don't like my abdomen. I know I should be more empowered by it and say what a wonderful thing it is, though it is all saggy and loose and covered in stretch marks, that it has produced a quite fantabulous, beautiful young man. But I wouldn't say it's something that I would go, yay, bikini body ready, get my bikini out. So I do feel challenged by that space. So, but anyway, what we'll do then is, if you're okay with that, when you're doing belly breathing, top tips, belly breathing meditation or focus on the breath meditation. If you're a very, very stressed person, you will take shallow breaths in your upper chest if you're angered or whatever, or you may hold your breath. That's completely natural. When we take in more oxygen, and when we come into hyperventilation, we obviously breathe into a paper bag to get more CO2 in there because it's much more relaxing. Okay, because oxygen energizes, CO2 relaxes. Now we have to expand slowly and deeply and allow our abdomen to soften so we can get more oxygen into our lungs. So this is a common thing that I see with young children who practice belly breathing. They want to show that they're belly breathing rather than they are aware of their belly breathing. There's just two different things. So what they do is they make it big and hard, like they've just had a big dinner. And then they pull it in. So it's very forceful. Okay, which is really quite cute, you know, and children want to please, don't they? And you want to relax into that and soften the belly and relax the belly to get more oxygen into the lungs. It does help to do a body scan to check in with the body before you do it. And it does help to constantly check in with your body as intermittent points to check that your shoulders are relaxed and that there's no tension in the other parts of the body. That's important. And stillness helps you to focus, but you must be vigilant. So you're relaxed but vigilant at the same time. So that means that you are aware that you're not going to drift, you're not going to space out, and you're not going to fall asleep, because that in itself is not mindfulness, because mindfulness is when you are aware of your focus, and your focus is your belly breathing. So it's an attitude of relaxed attention. Strong and stable like a mountain. Your mountain pose. We talk about it a lot in Mind with Heart as that stack of the golden coins, stable like a mountain, strong and still, and finding yourself in that pose. So let's begin. Okay, and I'll bell you in and bell you out as we always do, and just because it's simple, it's something you can do at any time. Public transport, standing in the queue, me laid, I'm not laid in bed waking up, and I think I'll just have a little go. And when I can't get to sleep sometimes, it's a little bit of practice, just to settle my mind and my breath and calm myself down. There's a lot going on in my head at the moment. Lots. So I am a little bit, how can I say, slightly disassociated. I have been since Monday, and yeah, I'm practicing a lot of grounding. So yes, if you're up there, get down there. Yeah, that's the important thing. So I'll bell you in and bell you out. Okay, as we normally do. And let's go. So, just finding yourself in your seat. Just become aware of the contact between yourself and whatever is holding and supporting you. Just aware of the sensations. Still like a mountain. Vertebrae stacked like golden coins. Spine long and straight, but shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Quiet. Not holding any tension in the jaw. Just check that you're not holding any tension in the jaw or any other parts of the body, and that the shoulders are relaxed. Chin is parallel to the jaw floor. Eyes closed or a soft gaze just slightly ahead of your knees. Place your hands wherever it feels comfortable for you. You can use your hands and your feet and your seat as your resourcing tool, exploring the shape, the outline, the contact with the floor. So we'll start with a few cleansing breaths to drop down and relax into a seat. Just to prepare ourselves, dropping down into an awareness of the internal states of our body. And almost as if we are in the scanning booth at the airport, just do a segmental body scan from head to feet. Just to notice right here, right now, with curious attention, any areas of sensation or tension, or just nothing at all. So in your own time, gently going segmented through the body, just check through. We're not looking for reasons why or judging, we are just noticing. Just to prepare ourselves. And when you're ready, just remind yourself an intention for why you're practicing mindfulness, because action follows intention and is more likely to encourage you to practice regularly. Why are you here? What are the benefits for you? Bring awareness of the posture and that your shoulders are relaxed, and any tension, if it helps, just breathe into any areas that feel tight and allow that exhale to soften the area. And whatever feels available to you as a gesture of compassion, self-care, or just to use it as feedback, place your hand or one hand on your belly. And see if you can gently and slowly, without forcing it, as you inhale, allow the abdomen to expand into the hands, but allow the belly to be soft as it expands so that your organs drop, so that you increase the breath into the lungs and the bottom of the lungs. And exhale slowly from the belly, feeling it to soften and relax back into its normal place. So there's a softness to the expansion and contraction. So you're softening the belly to allow the diaphragm to drop down more to increase the air. Keep checking in to see if you're still relaxed in your upper body at intermittent moments. But keep following an awareness of the sensation of the abdominal breathing. And if your mind wanders, as it will, which is absolutely natural, just come back to a focus of that sensation of the breath. If your lower back feels tight, gently push your lower ribs back into space so there's less of a curve in that lower back, so you can feel comfortable in this position. And then practice that full belly breathing for a few minutes, noticing where your mind goes, refocusing on the breath. The more you refocus and notice where your mind goes, the more you're practicing mindfulness. Spine long, alert but relaxed, checking in so that you're alert, but there's a softness to the upper body and the jaw and the face. Always remember to refocus. You can label if you notice your mind wanders. Thinking. Relax your shoulders, your jaw, spine long. If your mouth is producing too much saliva, just place the tip of your tongue between the palate roof of your mouth and your top teeth. Keep noticing the rise and fall of the abdomen, that softness. And then drop your awareness of the breath and then let go of all focus. And become aware of everything, open, expansive awareness of everything that drifts in and out of your consciousness. Thoughts, images, sounds, without attaching to them. As if they're like people just passing you by on the elevator. You're just aware, open, spacious awareness. Drifting in and out. Then become aware of your seat, your hands. All points of contact that are against the floor. Your sense of touch awakening. And as you raise your eyes, or open your eyes, just to orientate yourself, just gently look around the room. Just become aware of your body and the sensations in your neck as you look around, just taking the visual field of awareness and the contact between your body and the ground. And find something of interest, as if you're looking at it for the first time. It could be a colour, it could be an object, it could be quality of light or texture. To help you reorientate back into this space. And just reflect a little bit on how that practice has been. I always reflect back and think of the challenges. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you practice meditation, the less of a challenge it is. Okay. So find what works for you. Namaste, beautiful yogis.